Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into something I think is seriously overdue, a Dragon Ball remake. I know, some of you might be thinking, why remake a classic? But hear me out. One Piece, which is still airing, is getting a full remake by Wit Studio. Yes, the same studio that did Attack on Titan. Hunter x Hunter got one, and many classic anime are getting the remake treatment. So why not Dragon Ball? Especially when Dragon Ball Daima was confirmed not to be the 40th anniversary project. I believe now is the perfect time to remake the entire Dragon Ball saga and market it as the true 40th anniversary celebration. We'd have a unified, high-quality timeline, OG Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Daima, and Dragon Ball Super. And once it catches up to Super, it can finally adapt the Moro and Granola manga arcs and continue from there. 1. Why is a Dragon Ball remake needed? Let's be real. Watching Dragon Ball today is a challenge. There are so many series, movies, spin-offs, and not everything is canon. For a new fan, it's honestly overwhelming. And even if someone decides to power through, they run into another issue. Home releases. Yup, Dragon Ball has terrible quality home releases, which can make new fans drop it before they even get into it. Then there's the animation. Before the nostalgic fans jump on me. Yes, we love DBZ's art and vibe, but the animation just doesn't match today's standards. Even Dragon Ball Super's anime has its flaws. Combine that with mid-pacing in Dragon Ball and terrible pacing in Z and Daima, and you see why a remake makes sense. A remake could fix these issues and introduce Dragon Ball to a whole new generation, enriching the fanbase and the franchise. 2. How would a remake work? Let's take some inspiration from the One Piece remake. I'd call it the Dragon Ball. A fresh, faithful adaptation of the entire manga. Now, as much as I'd love MAPPA to animate it, I'd still give it to Toei Animation. I'll explain why in a bit. The remake would adapt from OG Dragon Ball, to Z, to Daima, and Super. And yes, it would eventually cover the Broly and superhero movies too, followed by the Moro, Granola, and Black Frieza arcs. Let's talk art styles. For OG Dragon Ball, I'd bring in Nakatsuru. He worked heavily on the original and recently on Daima. Perfect for recapturing that classic feel. For Dragon Ball Z, give it to Kabuta. We've already seen his flashback work in Daima's Buu Saga. It nailed the Z-era vibes and manga accuracy. For Dragon Ball Super, I'd pair Shintani and Kabuta. Together, they'd bring that modern polish while staying true to Toriyama's vision. And the best part? Dragon Ball Daima's animation would stay untouched, because let's face it, it already looks amazing. 3. The problems. Now, I won't pretend this remake would be all sunshine and Dragon Balls. First issue? Censorship. Yeah, that's gonna upset a lot of fans. Then there's the OST. We all know how iconic the music is in Dragon Ball. A new soundtrack might not hit the same. Another concern is that they might cut important scenes. Hopefully not, but it's a possibility. And the biggest issue? Time. This remake could take at least 5 years to fully complete. That's a long wait, but trust me, if done right, it'll be 100% worth it. So that's my pitch for a full-on Dragon Ball remake. The Dragon Ball. A faithful, visually stunning adaptation that ties the entire saga together under one roof. New fans would finally have a clear path to follow, and longtime fans would get the quality treatment the series deserves. But now I want to hear from you. Would you watch a Dragon Ball remake? What studio would you want to handle it? And what changes would you want to see? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you agree with me, and don't forget to subscribe for more Dragon Ball content. Let's make this happen. The Dragon Ball remake starts with us.